few other little projects I'm doing with Cube 2 that I'm going to add into it. I found little circuit boards for LEDs for flashing things from some toys at a bowling alley that was in a vending machine. One, you know, there you go, it oscillates back and forth. Then there's like another one that flashes back and forth, but he just doesn't stay on all the time. He's like a motion sensor, so I'm going to have to learn how to bypass its motion ability. Then there's another one which actually has it kind of oscillates slow, then it speeds up, kind of like how the UFO by thermal take fan works, but after a while it turns off. So those two guys there, I'm going to have to learn how to bypass their pieces, maybe have to put them in line or whatever have you. See, he just went off really so easy. This guy, you just squeeze him, and he was in a little dinosaur, rubber dinosaur, if you squeezed him, he then did that, you know, so, but that's those. And then, there's another unit
so they're pretty dramatic things that are happening. See, sometimes
that I'm thinking of hooking into Cube 2, which is going to be a challenge. This I've had for like 2 years, and it's a 4th of July, you know, a little sticky thing, and the only place I've seen them is sold around 4th of July in a local Jewel grocery store here in Chicago, and that's what it does. And if you notice, the dang thing, just holding the button, it changes its what do you call it, its pattern. Well, as you know, it's blue and red. I don't like blue, and I don't like red because it's too common. And the thing is, well, I'm going to have a lot of LEDs to change. And if you notice on this thing, it has the red LEDs on one side, the blue on the other, but when it runs, you can't tell. And this, you know, I'm thinking of trying to put into Cube 2, not figuring out it's, you know, what I'm going to put it into yet, you know, at this point. But anyways, also the other thing that's going to be an upgrade in Cube 2 is it's going to have the same kind of front, you know, reservoir eye, similar to like what Cube has, but it's going to have also on the back of it. I've been in talks with a guy who is the former guy known at AC Ryan as Tribal Overkill. The guy is going to be setting up his operation once again. Once he gets settled in, he just moved into a new house. He's, you know, he's in a relationship. He's got to get everything settled down in his life before he's going to go into full production. But he said that, and then emailed me, that that's old school. The stuff that was Tribal Overkill with AC Ryan. He's going to be upgrading both of his, you know, nice units. If you ever find them online, you know, go through Internet Wayback Machine, you know, the archives, look at AC Ryan stuff. He's going to be upgrading his products that he was doing for them at the time. And when he does, I'm going to incorporate some of his stuff because, you know, like the Borg, I like to assimilate and use that technology as my own at that point. You know, a little bit here, a little bit there, and have it go on. And if you notice, Cube is kind of like a Borg. It has like its fiber optic connectors which go across the apartment over to my stereo unit. It's got in it a wire that goes across the front, and it goes back up, you know, back up into there, into that mess of stuff. But then what it does, it comes up and hooks up to an FM antenna. Yeah, you know, I listen to radio on my computer, but you know what? If I'm streaming radio like I am now, as you can hear,
most of them are all just pretty...
I can't play also the local radio stations because I stream stuff from California, I stream radio from Idaho, other places, but then locally I use an old D-Link FM antenna connector by USB, and that's what that front wire is to the Sound Blaster Audigy. And then also, what do you call it, at times, I have to use the side for power. And if you notice, there's a little light that hooks into that, but when all my lights are off in this place, it's got a light up there that, actually, and this is where I'm getting to a little bit of bragging, if you notice,
See, I don't know if that's a physical thing that's part of us, or whether the motion of your head kind of catches whatever may be going on.
All right, there you go.
Rocket speed. For sure.
It basically, the green light shines from the top, illuminates the keyboard so I can see it, but even knowing this is a Logitech keyboard, which, you know, yeah, it's blue, but you know what? It's going to be green soon. You know, so this way you can see the keys there. And there's another bar, which was from Antec, which they don't make these anymore. A light bar on the front of the, what do you call it, my stand on the desk, so I can see the second keyboard. And basically both keyboards work. If you notice,
over and his toy kitchen.
It's got the ability to control everything from this keyboard.
So it's not something that maybe is going to blow in the breeze kind of thing.
Right.
And,
as you can see.
So she
and then
got him out of the room and brought him into our bedroom.
Same thing on this side.
And so that was...
So two keyboards working. It's only because when I'm lazy, I can rest my elbows on the desk, type like this, or lean back and be like this. And it's a little extravagant and stuff. And the stand that the, you know, the monitor stands on, I made so it would work on the desk. And I use two Advent speakers on the top, as you can see. And then underneath, I use an Advent here, Advent there. They're positioned to send the sound off in that direction. And also two basses, which work. I know you can't hear from the sound on this thing, you know, the stereo effect. So when you're sitting at the desk, you know, you get surround sound. It works, you know. Can't argue about that. And the mouse, keeping it red, only because, you know, you gotta have a little bit of an accent. There we go. Only because this way, you gotta have a little bit of an accent. What do you call it? To whatever you do. Here's that. And yeah, there's the routers, you know, and the Linksys routers hooking up all the computers to it. So, but anyways, that's the end of, you know, the explanation of some of the parts and how they work, you know, and how I got some of the stuff working. Okay, bye.